What is up, everybody? Kevgret is here today, and I had to bring a special guest with me because we need to talk about the iiRcade sales. And what better person to do this with than Papa Brad? What's up, Papa? What's happening, man? They dropped week 1 of a 5-week sale.
They started with the biggest category.
And they're starting with action. I mean,
so many games.
Jesus. So I'm sitting there, Papa, and I don't know about you, but I don't have the categories in my head. When I go to the iiRcade website, I just see all the games.
Yeah.
And when Michael said action, I'm like, there's probably 20 games. I probably have half of them. I'll spend a little bit. So then when he said the sale went live, I went to the action category, and I was like, what? This category is huge. There's 60 games in this category. I was thinking
they were going to drop like 12 games maybe at a time, you know?
Yep.
But I mean, they dropped like, you said how many? 60?
60 games, it looks like, are in this category that we're going to run through. It blew my mind on how many just, quote, action games there are. I was like,
60 games. It's like so much, you know? It's like...
it's insane. So... we figured, there's so many games, so little time, so little money. Let's just run through some of these and give you our top 10 or so must own from this sale if you don't have them. So before we do that, let's just give a shout out to the chat. We got Adam in the house, Goofyfoot, P-Dubs stopping in. What's up, P-Dubs? You got to shill the iiRcade, right? This is a great day.
It's biggest show. I gotta shill these good games, man.
It's a great day. I mean, we're getting 60 games. What is it? Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Big D? Yeah, so we figured we'd come on here, run through as quick as we can. We don't want to take a lot of time and just show you how many absolute insane must-own games the iiRcade have. So I just went through before we got on stream, and I put the games in. Yeah, I got my hat down there too. But Papa, I just started loading my cart with games I didn't have. And I didn't realize how many action games I don't have. I'm like, I have 140 games, and yet there are like 30 I do not have from it's like 20 to 30. So let's take a look at this. So here we go, Papa. Here's the list. I don't know if you can see that. Chat, let me know if that's... So this is directly from the iiRcade website, just the action category, and there are 2 rows that you can't see. So you have 4 going down and 10 going across. So there's 40 games right here on the screen, on this thumbnail, and like... my eye is grabbing half of them saying must own.
Yeah, so I've probably reviewed like 30 of these games easily. I mean, I could just look at it. It's like I've reviewed most of these games.
I mean, I'm looking at Breakthrough. I'm looking at Elevator Action. It's like, wait, what? They're all mayhem. So, why not? I guess we should just start at the top and just roll through, say something on each of them, and let the chat know if they have any questions. If this is a must own, and so 64th Street Detective is up first, $9.99 on sale for $6.99. What do you think of this one, Papa?
It's a beat 'em up. It's a good game. I don't know if it would be my first pick. Depending on how many games you want to get, it's a great beat 'em up.
Yeah,
it does have online enabled, and it's fun.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. And
how much replayability is there?
That's the problem. When right, I own this on the iiRcade. I did buy it, and I played through it 3 different times, and I don't really want to play through it anymore. So when you talk about replayability, it has online, but I don't think this would be a must grab if you don't have it. Based on the 60 games here, there are much other bigger titles that you need. And for example, the next one, Alien Storm, $12.99 regularly, $9.09. To me, this is better than 64th Street Detective.
Yeah, it's a Sega game.
Sega game. You need this in your library.
AAA category Sega. I mean,
absolutely. So this game, to me, write it down. Alien Storm, if you don't have it, it's the cheapest it's been as far as I can remember, Brad. I don't remember last year's sale prices, but I think this is as low it's going to get on the iiRcade. So for me, Alien Storm is a must-own. Next is Arabian Magic. Now, this is a game that's in my cart currently, Brad. I don't have this. I kind of skipped it, so I'm going to have to rely on you. I know you did a review on this.
Arabian Magic is great. Yeah, that's
Okay.
a really good beat 'em up.
Now this is another beat 'em up. I don't think this is online at this time. So would you recommend this for the $6.99 price?
Or $6.99. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's
Okay.
like if you like the Sinbad movies. Remember
Yeah.
the Ray Harryhausen Sinbad movies?
Yep.
It's a lot. It has a lot of inspiration with that. You know, you fight skeletons.
Nice.
It's a good solid beat 'em up.
Okay. Yeah, it's in my cart. I'm gonna probably
I
pick
would
that
rate
up.
it probably higher than 64th Street.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now here's a divisive one. Bad Dudes.
Yeah,
What do you think of this, Papa?
That's a hard pass for Papa Brad.
It's a hard pass for
You don't
kevgret
love
too.
Bad Dudes. Like Michael B, the Game Genie, loves Bad Dudes.
Yeah, where's Michael? Hey, Michael B. We're passing on your
yeah,
bad
you know,
dudes.
don't worry.
No bad dudes.
It's
just
a good
can't get it.
arcade game. It's just it never really pulled me in, really.
Yeah, it's something with the collision detection. I don't know what it is, and the sound effects are just it just never grabbed me as a kid. I remember playing it at my local pizza place, but to me, if you have nostalgia for Bad Dudes, okay, but for me, that's a
Yeah,
pass.
if you love it, use a good price for it for sure.
Yeah, and Blood Brothers, we talked about
Not
this
on
last
sale.
night. Not on sale. So
Wow.
we should
Okay.
skip that.
We'll skip that, but it is a great game. But let's focus on sale games.
Bomb Squad's free, so we can
game.
skip that. Breakthrough
Papa Brad has the
five.
#1 score. So if you want to knock me down and you want to take my #1 score from me, I'm #1 on the leaderboards. Feel free.
Now this is another tough, challenging game. When I play this,
Ridiculously hard.
it's so hard. So if you want to challenge for $5.59, I don't think you can do worse. And it is cool in your little car. You know,
Probably not a lot of these real arcade games. Imagine people probably kick their feet through them and like push them over. It's a really frustrating, difficult game. So
yeah,
I would
it's very
say that
difficult.
one for most people, unless you like your game super hard,
You would pass
super
on this.
challenging, I would probably pass. But I do have the
Yeah.
#1 score if you want to knock me out. So
All right.
feel free.
All right.
Do your worst.
I believe this is another Sega game, right? Crackdown. And this is a isometric top-down view where you're trying to plant bombs. And it's a pretty decent game, but I don't know if it's everybody's cup of tea, Brad, for $9.09. What do you think of Crackdown?
I think Alien Storm is way better.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna put my money in Sega,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Alien Storm.
Okay.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
Totally agree.
Actually, I'm typing that into our list.
Yeah. So far, Alien Storm out of this row is an absolute
Yeah, it's a
must buy. All right. Next, the Cyber Police eSWAT. This one, I'm not that big of a fan of, Brad. I don't know what you think. I mean, it's okay, and I don't think it's. There are different versions of this game, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not sure. I think we got the arcade version, but I just didn't like this one. What do you think for $9.09 for Cyber Police?
I'm probably gonna pass on it, even though I don't have it.
Yeah, I agree.
On that one.
Okay, now the next one, Dark Seal.
The next two, I think for me would be must buys. If you don't have them,
Yeah,
Dark
everybody.
Seal was known as Gate of Doom in the arcade.
Yes.
And Dark Seal 2 is known as Wizard Fire as well.
Yep.
Dark Seal 2 is so 90s. It has like this. Remember when the CD-ROMs came out and they were like, we could put sound in games. We could put music.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like, actually, an interesting bit of trivia. Dark Seal 2 is the first YouTube video Papa Brad ever did.
Wow.
So for me, that would be like a must-buy. It's just, I like it a little bit more than the first Dark Seal. And I know that Michael from iiRcade, I think he rated it as his #1 game or towards the top.
Yeah, for me, Dark Seal 1 and 2 must buys. You need these games in your collection.
Yeah.
It is they're a ton of fun. You know, some of the weapons, some of the enemies. You just need this in your collection. So
put Dark Seal series because it's really just 2 games, and they play great. I mean, they're the full arcade games.
Absolutely.
And you can't go wrong for what, $6? I mean,
yeah, $5.59 each. Come on, it's classic.
You don't want to sleep from those.
No. So
Dungeons
then
and Dragons theme, you know, it's good stuff. Good game.
We got to give a shout out to Raya. Raya is in the chat. She's finally in my chat. She's in everybody's chat. Raya.
Raya is awesome.
Thumbs up to you, Raya. Thanks for stopping by for a second.
Oh, thank you.
We are going through the iiRcade sales, Raya. I know you don't have an iiRcade, but these games are available other places. So maybe if we talk about these games like Dark Seal 1 and 2, you might want to go play it on the Switch or some other places.
Those are great games to stream too. Like, they're just interesting games to watch. If you haven't seen them before, they're good games.
Yep. And let's say hi to
I would watch
Socks.
a stream of those.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I played Dark Seal 1 and 2 before the iiRcade, and then I actually went and bought them on the Switch as well, Brad, just to support and just to have it. I mean, they're literally must-own games for less than, $11.
Yeah, if you like if you like the fantasy genre, like the Dungeon Dragons genre, it's pretty much a must-buy.
Yeah, absolutely. All right,
they gave us Double Dragon.
Well, how about Dead Effect
2?
Dead Effect 2, I own this. I purchased it, Brad. I have it on multiple consoles, and I'm going to say this with a caveat. Dead Effect 2 looks gorgeous on the iiRcade, but my only issue is I got really far in this game, and when you do that, you need twitch. You need thumbsticks, and the way that the control scheme, it's a hindrance once you get up on these higher levels. And people that have played it and they go, yeah, this is great. They didn't go all the way up to like level 9, 10.
Yeah, how far did you get?
And so like I'm stuck now because
impossible.
I can't. I'm fighting against myself. So I would caution against Dead Effect 2 because you can play this other places and maybe get a better result just because of the controls. But I don't regret my purchase. It looks great, sounds great. But I would say pass on that, and Double Dragon's free.
Actually, I bought it last year, and the funny part is I never even played it. Like, it's still sitting in my machine. I was like, I'm going to buy this game because it looks good, but I still haven't played it.
Yeah, and
it's terrible to say because I've had a whole year.
Yeah.
I've had a whole year to play it. It's like, when am I going to play it? When am I going to give it a chance?
I bet you next year... I bet you next year we're going to sit right here and do the sale again, and you're going to go, I bought Fix8. I forgot I had it. You know what I mean? That's what these sales do to you. You buy it, you back it up on your machine, and you hope you get to it.
You get stuck in a certain game like Galacticon or
exactly.
Or this new Once Upon a Halloween.
Yeah.
You start playing and you get stuck on that one for a while.
Dude, I put one of these games in my cart, and it said I own it. And I was like, no, I don't. I was like, oh, I do own Thunder Fox. I didn't know I bought this. It's like, it's crazy. Double Dragon's free. Double Dragon 2, probably, what do you think, a must-own?
Okay, this is going to get me a lot of hate. But
I know. What are you going to...
My grandson loves even the bad Double Dragons 2 and 3. He wants to play 3 now. Like, he played through 2 with me. He played through Double Dragon, the original. That was his first beat-em-up he ever played.
Yeah.
And so he loves the beat-em-up games. I mean, if it has nostalgia to you, this is a good time to peck them up cheap. But I don't really love Double Dragon 2 or 3.
I don't either.
2 is the biggest letdown.
Yeah.
The game ends and you don't even fight each other at the end.
Yeah. For me, the biggest issue, and I still can't get used to the controls and the way that they change the elbows, and it's like my brain just cannot like chew gum and walk at the same time. I can't get it down. And I thought Michael mentioned he might be able to put it back like Double Dragon 1, but I don't think I would recommend 2 or 3, Brad. I mean, to be honest,
all the real arcade games though.
I know, but
I got to be honest though. Like for me, I mean, Double Dragon the original is still my favorite, and I really play it more than I have all 3. But it's still my favorite.
I agree.
The next one is a must-buy. If you don't have it and you're into classic arcade, we did a top 10 '80s arcade games that are on iiRcade. And Elevator Action, if you like '80s arcade, is a classic.
There's no doubt in my mind. Elevator Action and Elevator Action Returns. This is for you, Cuddles. Is a must-buy.
Elevator Action favorite game. Is fantastic.
Phenomenal. These 2 games definitely put up there, Brad. As
I'm just gonna put Elevator Action series because they got both, and they're both great. Both great games.
Yep.
I mean, you cannot go wrong.
They have their leaderboards. There's Elevator Actions 1, score chasing. Elevator Actions 2 has the action. It for these prices. Definitely pick it up.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah. And speaking of which, I think the next one is a must-buy as well, Brad. Fix8 for $6.99 off the sale of $9.99.
Okay, we could have one discussion though, real quick.
Yeah.
Outzone's probably on this list too.
Yeah, let's look. Let's see. Hold on. I don't... Oh, it is. Okay.
Okay, Outzone. So what do you think's better? What's your favorite, Fix8 or Outzone?
I play
Outzone first, then Fix8.
I've been playing Outzone more, to be perfectly honest. Fix8, I don't know if I like it as much, but as a package deal to get both of them, if you only had to pick one, I say Outzone.
And there you go. That was one of the easier bosses. Look at that, another 50,000 points because that's what they do on these bosses. And despite that,
Congratulations, you completed this game. Now do it again.
and skip fixate. But if you have $7 to get both of them, it's not a bad deal because it's basically it's a spiritual successor of it. You know what I mean? So
those are both toe fun games too.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong. I mean,
but if you're on a budget and you want one,
Outzone definitely.
UAG says he's never played this. So
now this next one, I believe you did. Did you do a review on this, Papa Ganru? I thought you did.
Yeah, I've played it. I've played it a good bit.
Yeah, this is one in my cart right now, Papa. So you have to tell me, is Ganru worth the $6.99?
It's a great ninja. If you like ninja games, if you want to be a ninja and do a ninja game, it's a great ninja game.
Okay. Right.
You know, it's fun if you like the ninja style games.
Yeah. All right, cool. Guardian is the next one, and I'm not really a fan of this.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say, hey, Chad, I don't think you need Guardian.
Someone probably loves it, but hard pass.
Yeah. Now, these next two, I actually enjoy a lot. The Gun Force and Gun Force 2. These are basically like side-scrolling, big sprites, shooters.
They're like Metal Slug ripoffs.
Yeah, but not as good as.
You can't go wrong with either of them. They're both fun.
Yeah.
$6.99. I would say the Gun Force series. I would just get it if you're on
get it.
Fan.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, for me, I have both of them. I play them. I think it's just insane destruction. Like you said, it's Metal Slug inspired, but not, in my opinion, it's not near Metal Slug.
How would you rank them? I think 2's better than 1.
2, you got to go 2 over 1. So if you only had to get 1, just get 2. Yep, I agree. Now these next two, Gun Slugs and Gun Slugs, I kind of skipped them, Brad. So I don't have them. I don't have any experience. I don't know if you have them.
Yeah, I don't know. They're orange pixel games. Which
yeah.
Either you love them or you don't.
Yeah.
I would probably pass on those still.
Yep.
My genre.
Yeah, although I agree.
Indie developers.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Hachu. I can't remember. You have a video on this as well, don't you, Brad?
I thought you have a video on that one now.
Okay.
I haven't reviewed that one.
All right. So I don't know much about Hachu. So this one's going to be enter at your own risk.
Enter at your own risk.
All right, Heavy Barrel. Now this one's divisive because it's not the control scheme.
You use that octagon, the joystick where it like turns to shoot.
Yep.
Arcade.
So
they do a pretty good job using the buttons to kind of emulate that.
I know, but I say
I'm an arcade purist.
Yep. Yes, you are. It's a pass for me.
Not exact controls. But still a fun game and still plays okay. So
absolutely, but
I would say it's not a top tier though.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, see, the problem we have, chat. There's just so many good games here that a game like Heavy Barrel would normally rise to the top, but when you have 60 of them, it's not going to rise.
It's not so many games.
Yeah. All right, Knights and Guns, $10.49. Now I own this game. I've played this game, and I'm not sure I'm going to recommend this game. I don't know how you feel about this game. I've come to
good. I feel like it has slowdown once you get past about level 10.
It has slowdown and
kind of killed it for me. Like I played it for a little bit and then I just like fell off and I never played it again. So
that happened to me and one of the issues I've had
because of that. I was like,
yeah.
And my channel, just so you know, like if I don't like a game, usually I don't do a review because I mean if I didn't like it, I'm not going to recommend it to anyone.
Yeah, totally. So Big D's has a question for you, Brad. How much have you invested in our iiRcade games?
It would be scary to know.
I don't know if I want to know that. but Big D's, I can tell you this. Pop and I have probably put a lot of sale games on the iiRcade on our machine. So this is the time. You're not going to get better prices.
Like if you're going to get an iiRcade and you want to get some games. They don't get this cheap again.
No, we had to wait an entire year to get this right now. So that's why we're going to run through this and tell you what the best ones.
This next one is an absolute gem.
Knuckle Bash? Yeah.
This is a super hidden gem banger on this machine.
Yes.
If you have not played this game, it is so weird and so cool. I love this game. It's a beat 'em up that's like wrestling themed.
Yep.
It is crazy.
Is this the Atari one, Brad, or some type of
released by Atari?
Yeah. And I played this online as one of my first online games, and whoever played with me, you know how you had that bug where it had like your name as the other person? Whoever it was, we played through it twice in a row. We just kept playing it. It keeps going. We're like, it's such a gem for $5.59. To me, it's better than 60.
A lot of people would be like 64th Street, but I'm telling you, this game, people don't know it, but it's way better. It's more fun.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's a great game. I'm gonna say Knuckle Bash for
put it on there. It's Brad, depending on what we go through here, Knuckle Bash might be the hidden pile of this bunch, because I had so much fun playing through that game. You're right. There's wrestling moves. Great. There's like 8 different character models of the enemies. It's such a you don't know what's coming next.
It's a totally different beat 'em up too, because so many beat 'em ups follow like a very trope genre.
Yes.
This one is off the rails. It's just really wild. I don't want to give it all away, because when you play it. First time you play it, I think I was literally laughing for parts.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the enemies that came on, I'm like, is this ninjas with hands in their pocket? Awesome. All right. Yeah, Goofy has a point here. He says he picked up the action games with leaderboards. That is another plus for these games. If it's on sale and you have even a partial like score chasing, hankering, you have to get it. If this game has leaderboards, and you like leaderboards, there's no reason not to start picking a few of these up.
I think too, like for me, all the beat 'em ups, if they have online, that doubles their value.
Absolutely.
It's like playing a beat 'em up by yourself is boring, but playing a beat 'em up with a friend online and it works good with iiRcade.
Yep. And I played Knuckle Bash, like I said, multiple times with somebody. It was so much fun.
With different people in the iiRcade community.
Yep.
It's just a stupid, fun, silly game, but it's good.
All right, so this next one, Kung Fu Master, divisive. For me, Brad, I'm not good at it, and I can't get past like the second level, and I feel like some of the controls are just like frustrating, and it won't get cheaper than this.
If you have the nostalgia, it's worth getting, and it is a great game in that, like, you're not going to beat it. Like, you're not going to play it once and beat it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a game. You're going to have to, like, sharpen your teeth on it, and play it a lot to get better.
Shout out to Turbo Joe. He has a video showing you how to play this game, and I'm telling you, it's legit difficult, and he shows you a bunch of tips and tricks. So go to Turbo Joe. And check out his Kung Fu Master. He's really good at it. And
he's gonna hate this, but I swear the first boss looks like P-dubs. Stick boss. I haven't played in a while. When I played, I was like, man, the first boss looks like P-dubs.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, next we have A Legend of Makai. So I don't have much experience. Yeah, and it looks like a pass for me. So Chad, if you have any experience with that, let us know. And all right, here we go.
This is one I might try. I haven't played it yet.
This is in City Games. Yep.
Recent games have been fantastic.
Yeah, they have been hitting it.
Octo, and now Once Upon a Halloween.
Yeah.
And the reason why they're fantastic is they're getting the feel of classic arcade correct.
Yes.
It's hard to do. It's hard to take a classic game and make it feel right.
Yeah, exactly.
They're getting that classic arcade feel.
The classic arcade feel to me starts with control and these last Longhead and Sub-Octo, the controls are spot on. Then you need an addictive gameplay loop. And he's hit it with Longhead, and he's hit it with, in my opinion, Sub-Octo. And now with this
greed element, score, chase score.
Yep, chase score, greed element.
Arcade.
It's awesome.
These are new arcade games that you can play that are new. I mean, it's like the things you love but new.
Yeah.
That's what I like about this new category. But I might just try this one. I don't know if I'll keep it or refund. I want to play it.
Rexer, you stumbled onto a secret iiRcade Illuminati stream. This is only for the hardcore iiRcades. Can you please go to the Arcade 1-Up Illuminati stream that starts in an hour? And you can get your talk on there. Now we're just going over the game sale. Rexer, there's a game sale going on the iiRcade. 60 games are on sale today for week 1 on the action genre. And so we just figured we'd do a
Hey,
quick
Rexer.
stream, give our thoughts. You probably know most of these games too, Rexer. Give your thoughts as we go through these.
Rexer knows all games.
Dude,
That
Rexer
guy's-
is so underestimated.
So much respect for Rexer. He is a gamer.
Yeah,
Like, he backs it up with his gameplay.
absolutely.
He doesn't have these machines in his background, for decoration. He plays,
I was talking to him yesterday. He's firing up a Donkey Kong Jr. arcade, Brad, tinkering with it as I'm talking to him, trying to get the contrast. And I'm like, "What are you doing, Rexer?" He's just like, he's a purist, man, and he knows his stuff, which is so good to talk to him. All right, Rexer, if you buy some of these games, John might send you one for free.
Yeah, really.
All right, so let's just get back to it. Here's one, Brad, must own, no doubt about it. Mayhem Brawler.
Brawler, modern game.
Modern
As good of
game.
a price that you're going to get on it.
Now, this
What,
is...
1990? Is that 20
Yep,
bucks? For
20 bucks. Yeah.
$6 off. Yeah, pick it up.
Now, this is a beat 'em up, but this is a different kind of beat 'em up. There are branching paths in this game where you can run through it multiple times and still not see everything the game has to offer. So, for me, this is probably the top 3 of the 60 game list. Mayhem Brawler, $13.99. Get
And
it?
it is a 90s comic book style. So, like, if you lived through the 90s or you've even seen a 90s comic book, like, all the art, everything in
Yeah.
it, it's like screams 90s comic books.
Yeah.
Very
And,
cool game.
and it reminded me not of the style of game, but the panels, like that game from the Genesis, Comic Zone, where it had the comic book type feel. And totally cool. I still haven't beat it yet. I'm on the last boss. I got to go back and put some time in, but definitely worth buying. Next game, Data East's, I believe, Midnight Resistance for $5.59. I would say take it or leave it. Either way.
Nostalgia for you, I would get it, but
Yeah, but for me, I would say there's much better games in the 60 list, unless you're trying to get all the games, on the iiRcade. I wouldn't run for this.
Bug Smashers, beat 'em up. It's fun. I mean, I like it a bit more 64th Street. It's really goofy. It is it does have online multiplayer.
Yeah. I actually had...
beat 'em ups are kind of your jam. You might want to pick it. It's
Yeah,
like
for
cheap, too,
for
$4.
$4.19, it's actually not a bad game in my opinion. So I would say Midnight or Mug Smashers, pick it up. It's a different type of game. So next game, let's not even talk about. We got NASTAR Rastan 2.
Oh
Do you want to say anything about that, Brad, or should we just move? Now, okay, next game, Brad. This is a probably top 1, top 2 game on this list. We have Night Slashers, 1999.
Have it.
Get it if you don't have
This
it.
is the beat 'em up. Like, if you've not played this beat 'em up, this is one you want.
1993 Data East, absolute insane game. It is such a
Orphan,
different...
fantastic.
Yeah, can't say much enough good things about it. Ninja Clowns, a Bash Studio release,
Divisive
$6.99. Divisive
You love it or
game.
you hate it. You love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's goofy. It reminds me of like a Simpsons gone terribly wrong.
Yeah. I like goofy games, and this literally fits what you just said. It looks almost like a mutated type of Simpsons type game, but it's the gameplay loop that I think people might not have latched onto. But just for the art style, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it based on these 60 games, here. But if you have a majority of these games and you don't have Ninja Clowns, I say go for it. You're not going to be let down. But I don't know how many times you're going to run through this game. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Outzone we talked about. Psycho Nix Oscar. This is a weird name, but this game isn't that bad, but I don't know if I could recommend. I mean, it's only $4.19.
That is not a buy for me, though. The
Yeah,
next one's a must buy. If you like classic arcade, Rastan is a banger. I mean, how can you not like Rastan? I mean, it's just a good classic arcade. It's emulated well. There's no emulation issues.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that's on the list. If you don't
Totally, yeah, and chances are, Brad, most people bought this when it went live the first time. But if you didn't, then you win because you got it for $3 off. Must buy. Mike says he's building up his library of modern titles. Hey, there's a couple modern titles here. Mike, if you don't have Mayhem Brawler, Rastan, I don't know if you call Rastan 3 modern, but there.
Warrior Blade is great.
Yeah, Warrior Blade, which we'll get to, but yeah, you
Skip
can.
the middle one,
Yeah, skip the
Atlassian
middle one.
series.
And Dead Effect is a modern title on sale this week, Mike. So I don't know if you have that one. So you can, if you're just looking to build your modern, you're going to be able to get all these games on sale, in the next 5 weeks. All right, next we have the Ranga.
It started with
Armor.
arguably one of the best categories, though. Like,
Yeah, no doubt.
It started with puzzle. It started with action. I was like, action. They're going like for the best games first.
Dude, puzzle would be just all the load runners and save the puppies or whatever. Magical drop. But you're right. Like Michael just said, I don't want to hear any garbage. I'm giving you what you want. Week 1, go. He doesn't want to.
An action game. A lot of them real arcade games too.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think of this Rongo Armor Force? This is one of the ones I do not.
Game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Cuddles turned me on to that one.
Okay.
I would say, if you like robot style shoot 'em up games, it's pretty cool.
Okay, that one is in my cart, so I will keep it in there. And now the next one, I don't know what this game is, Brad. Say you go, Ma Roku.
China Gate.
China Gate.
Kind of like old school arcade game. Actually, C. Derek Miller loves that game.
Yeah.
I have not. That might be one I might try for the sale and see what I think of it. I
Now,
haven't played it.
if this is the game I'm thinking of, it just looks like a battle royale on each stage. Like you're on a stage, and then you have to clear the enemies, and you go up to another level. So if you like those type of games and big fat sprites, and this game probably for you. But right now it's not in my cart.
7-Eleven laundromat game for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not but I think some people like it. I have to try it. I don't have an opinion.
Yeah. Next
I'm
up,
talk about stuff I haven't played.
Secret Agent. This is probably as close to a must own, right, Brad? $7.
Secret Agent's a great game.
Great game. It opens up real arcade. Great scenes. You're driving your bike. You're parachuting. You're everywhere in this game.
James Bond does. You do in this game.
Yep. So if you don't have it, I'm sure most of the chat's aware of this one. And here we go. Another. This is an absolute buy. Shadow Dancer 909. Brad, I actually skipped this one for some reason. I thought I purchased it, but it is in my cart now for purchase. You can't skip it again. You need Shadow Dancer.
They're just confusing because they have Shadow Dancer and Shadow Force.
Yeah, right.
Games.
2 different games. Yeah.
Totally different games,
But
and
you know what?
Similar.
Shadow Force isn't that bad of a game either. I actually own this one. This is great, and I think Michael talked about this today. This is where you have different parts of your body that you can attack with, right? Like different limbs. Yeah, it's a little different. So, I wouldn't recommend Shadow Force over Shadow Dancer, obviously, but it's a decent beat 'em up. It's different. But is it better than Night Slashers if you only want to own 1 or 2 beat 'em ups or Mayhem Brawler? No. So, all right. This one is a real tough one, Brad. Solar Warrior. This game is hard. It's very tough, but once you start playing it and once you put some time into it, you can get through the first 3-4 boards. It's a game that rewards patience and persistence. There's multiple levels that you can pick. If I remember right, you can go to any of the boards. It's not an order type game, but but I don't know if I can recommend it just because it's so tough. I don't know if you've ever played it.
No, I haven't played that one.
All right.
Orange Pixel Games.
Yeah, Space Grunts. Don't know if I can recommend them, Brad. Steel Force. What? I'm not sure I know much about this one, Brad. Is this a? I think
it's like a top-down shooter where you can shoot. I might check that one out for the sale. I
might have to check it out.
I might have to play it to see what I think.
Now, the next one, it's another beat 'em up, The Age of Heroes. This is Silkwood Part 2. So, Silkwood, we also have on the iiRcade.
Silkwood or Silk Road?
I'm sorry, Silk Road. This is Silk Road. And we have the Legend of Silk Road down here as well, Brad. So now if you want both of these, it's a sequel and the original, you can get them both for $14. What do you think of this series? I think it's a pretty interesting type of fantasy hack and slash beat 'em up.
Yeah, I haven't really had much experience with those. I don't have that might be one I might try.
I have Legend of Silkwood 1, Brad, and it's a decent game because it's like Dungeons and Dragons. You have magic, you collect money, and it's a long type of game. So try this Silk
So many
Road
good
1.
ones. It's like,
I know.
We gotta whittle it down. We gotta whittle it down, Kev.
We will. Okay, well, speaking of whittling it down, here's one: the Astian axe. To me, it's just right there as a must own for me. I've run through this game 4 times just on the iiRcade, and it's great.
And it plays co-op. I've played this game all the way through with Brooklyn Menace. I've played it through with a couple different people. This is a great online experience too.
Yeah.
Spell it. Can you spell it?
It's ASTYANAX.
ASTY.
And Brad, it's to me, this might be sacrilege. I think it's better than Raztan in some aspects. I don't know if that's speaking, fighting words.
Name.
It's the worst name.
But it is a great arcade game.
I love how you can power up your attacks. I love the varying enemies.
You know what I loved about it? I was like, oh look, it's like a fantasy.
Yeah.
These giant scorpions. And you get to the last level, and it goes full alien on you.
The first time I got to that,
alien theme, like you playing the Aliens game.
What a twist at the end! I had no idea what. I was like, "What is this?" And it made me just love it more because it just was crazy.
It's so fun.
Paul's mad. Paul likes
Wow.
Raztan. He likes Raztan more than the Astian axe. Fighting words. And
Rastian is definitely top tier.
Wait, so Raven, you said your cart's $50. What is, as we talk here, put in the chat what your big one is. What is your couple big titles that you picked up? All right, so next we have the Cliffhanger, and this is almost like a must-own for me too. The way that the boards scroll, you're fighting on planes, you're fighting in boats.
It's like Indiana Jones Gone Wild.
Really cool.
The influences were also Lupin the Third, like when he runs and stuff.
Yes,
it's fantastic. Like
I think
this is a must-have. That is a deep-cut arcade game that a lot of people don't know.
Yep.
But once they play it, they're like, "This is great." It's
agreed. And
it's a great game.
Speaking of must-owns, the next one, the Combat Tribes. If you do not own Combat Tribes, you need this game, everybody. It is basically it's the real Double Dragon 3. I'm sure everyone's aware that the producer worked on this. You need Combat Tribes. In fact, Brad, in the last...
I just did a video on it. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. Love it. This is
really, to me, Combat Tribes is Double Dragon 2.
Yeah.
Like
you don't even want to say 3.
The true love and feel that should have went to a sequel to Double Dragon. That's what this is.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right.
For classic arcade, it's a must play.
Legend of Cage is next, and I believe you have yes. You were
difficulty is like through the roof. So
I know
your games. If you don't like your games, these were the arcade games that people would kick in the base plates of, or they would snap the joystick off of in anger.
Yeah. There were some games when I was growing up, Brad, and I didn't know why. They would put steel plates at the bottom of the arcade, and I didn't know why.
This game can go through a quarter real quick, especially if you're not familiar with how to play it.
Yeah.
I do have on my video, on my channel, I talk about how you play the game.
Yeah, if it wasn't for your video,
it's fun.
I would have never seen the end if it wasn't for your video, Brad. Like, I would
challenging, and like if you like your games hard, this is a good one. But I think from like, I don't know if I could recommend it. For me, I love it, but I don't know if I could recommend it for everyone.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so Silk Road we talked about. Ninja Kids. This is a wacky beat 'em up, and it's just batshit crazy with some of the stuff in here, Brad. What do you think of Ninja Kids for $9.09? The price to me is a little high. I wish it was $6.99.
It's normally $12.
Yeah, $12.99 or
to pick it up if you don't have it.
If you don't have it, it's. To me, with all the beat 'em ups we have on here, it might be at the bottom, of it, but it's not bad. It's just not as good as some of these beat 'em ups.
Thunder
Fox. It's in my cart. I actually don't own this one, Brad. Do you own this one?
I need to play it. It's another one I have to try again.
Okay.
I might have tried it last year, but it didn't pull me in. But I need to try it again. I think Brooklyn Menace likes this game.
No, I think it's Thunder Hoop 2 that Brooklyn Menace talks about.
No,
I
Thunder
can't.
Hoop 2,
Oh,
that's the one that I love.
oh, you're the one.
That's
Yeah,
one of my
yeah,
all-time like if I could pick a game,
yeah.
if I tell someone, look, I want you to play this game that you've never played before,
You pick this one?
I pick that one because everyone that I've ever told to play it, they're like, this game, it's amazing. It's like it's so damn good.
It's insane. It's insane.
It's an arcade game that was released in Spain.
Yeah.
So we've never seen it. Like American arcade gamers, I've never seen it. And this is like, I can't explain it. It's just so good. It's like Contra meets, you get to kill
Rambo,
like,
Contra.
Man.
It's crazy.
You kill like a fat Ninja Turtle. The first boss is a fat Ninja Turtle. It's fantastic. There's a little bit of nudity in it. It's a little bit M-rated.
Yeah.
It's got that 90s edge like of the heavy metal comics.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it has a heavy metal feel.
And for $5.59, you can go much more, wrong. And I endorse Thunder Hoop 2 as well. I think it's crazy with some of the things that's going on.
It's fantastic.
All right. So
this is definition of a hidden gem.
Yeah, yeah. If Mug Smashers and Thunder Hoop 2 is our dark horse hidden gem must own possible, for the money. So okay, we got two left. Thunder Zone for $6.99. This is it's one of those games, Brad. I don't know if you played it, where you're just pushing up. You're top down, just shooting everything in front of you. Yeah, and I've had issues with this game freezing on me multiple times at the same point, and I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's just me. Yeah, and so last game, Warrior Blade Rastan Saga, the third part in the series.
I think it's S tier of what they have on iiRcade.
Must
if you don't
own.
have Warrior Blade, you're missing out.
Must own, So
they kept it in the correct aspect ratio, so it's letterboxed.
Yeah,
I actually used two gigantic monitors.
Yes.
And, it's just a really fun beat 'em up.
It's
a little bit too easy, I think.
That's the only thing, Brad. And it's funny that we say that. Normally we say it's too hard, but I ran through this game on like 3/4. And some of the guys you can just run through and not attack them, and I'm like, I feel bad doing that. It's like I want to beat them up.
My grandson loves this game because it's easy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's easy. It's probably a little bit too easy.
Yeah.
But here's what I'll say about it.
Yep, and Brad, this is my first experience with this, and I was not let down, because like you said, it wasn't released here, and
solid game.
I'm sure I had it on other devices, like other, pirated devices, but but this was the first time I played it. To me, it's an S tier must own.
Yeah, I mean, if you like Golden Axe and those kind of games,
exactly.
Good.
Now that is 60 games that we ran through in 45 minutes, but can we, Brad, do you think we can do in 5 minutes a list of 10 that we think you need to own?
I got it. All right, let's and we'll whittle it down. Hold on.
All right, let's see. All right.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Okay.
There we go. All right. Woo. All right, chat. So look at the list here.
We'll be listening to the chat too.
All right. Okay, so we
whittling first or are we arranging first?
Yeah, I think if you want to do 10, we probably should whittle. What do you think? Really quick, just go through here. Or we can just pull some out. Like for me, Alien Storm, Dark Seal, Elevator Action, they're all must owns. Mayhem Brawler, Night Slashers, Combat Tribes, Shadow Dancer. That's like 7. Do you see anything in here, Brad, that doesn't belong, like that we can take out?
This is going to be tough. Let's see.
Yeah, because all these are
I think the first group, I think probably
we're gonna have to take like Mug Slashers out.
Okay, we'll take Mug Smashers.
Yeah,
out.
it's a dark horse, but for the top 10, we're gonna have to go top 10.
Night Slashers is way better.
You got it exactly. That's the thing.
Is it?
It's got to go. It's got to go.
Here's my thing: if like you have the money to burn and you like classic arcades, pick these classics up.
Yeah, exactly. But we're just trying to give you the top 10 out of these 60 as quick. See, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 16 here, Brad. It looks like we're gonna have to whittle down just a little bit. See, as much as I love Knuckle Bash, it's not the best beat 'em up on here.
It is a fun beat 'em up. Okay, we'll take it out.
And I think Gun Force has to go.
Recommendations, like if you want to.
Yeah.
If you like that genre.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're giving you recommendations, but now we're giving you the must-owns, the top 10. So
let's make it easy on ourselves.
Yep.
What needs to be at the very top? I'm gonna say Mayhem Brawler because you save the most money and it's kind of like a game you want to get.
You got to get Mayhem Brawler first because it is one of the steepest discounted prices at $20. It is a modern game. Amazing. It's a beat 'em up with multiple playthroughs. Yep, that's got to go number one,
or one or two at least. Out of these other titles, what needs to be brought up?
All right. So I say Night Slashers for me is definitely top 5. So if you want to just put it up there. I don't know about you, Brad, but I just played that again. I'm going to put a video out of my playthrough, a little bit of it, highlighting it for Halloween. Just so good.
Would you put Night Slashers above the Dark Seal series or below it?
Ooh, that's tough because Dark Seal is 2 games. There's more playability on the Dark Seals if you ask me.
Yeah.
That's a toss-up. What do you think? Dark Seals maybe slightly edging out Night Slashers, but not by much.
So. Not by much.
All right. I like your top 5 there then.
Dark Seals too. Alien Storm is a fantastic arcade game. If you haven't played it, it's a Sega.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. What? Okay, so Yeah, we got to pare it down slightly. 1, 2. Do you think Gun Force and Gun Force 2, as much as I like them, Brad, over like Outzone? Like if we're gonna have to get rid of.
Here's my thing: if you're looking for like a Metal Slug type game, that has that feel of like the Metal Slug games, I would say get it.
Yeah.
Well, let's take it out because we got to whittle it down.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
All right. So what do we got? Okay, we only got 2 left here to take out. So
get rid of.
Yeah. So if I'm looking at this, I say. It's got to be
Thunder. It's going to be unpopular. Warrior Blade. I would get rid of Warrior Blade before I get rid of Thunder Hoops.
Just because it's so easy.
Why? The gameplay on Thunder Hoops 2 is banging. It's like one of the the people that once you've played it, like you're like, dang, you know. I mean, it's
yeah. All right,
as much as I love Warrior Blade, I don't know.
Do it.
Looking for some advice from the chat. Anyone have an opinion?
Yeah, I mean, Warrior Blade over Thunder Hoop 2 would be the question, right, Brad?
It was like the odd duck, but I love it. But we could get rid of it.
Yeah. I mean, I could. Cliffhanger. Ooh, I think Astyanax over Cliffhanger. What's your thought there, Brad? I just think Astyanax is so cool of a game. I don't know what.
Yeah. Cliffhanger actually has a lot of graphics things they were doing that game to show off the graphics they could pull.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll take it off. It's a great game, though.
One more. I think we're good. We only need one more. Everything looks great, but it's Warrior Blade might have to go.
Is it on the outside of the thing?
Raven says Thunder Hoops is off the chains. So rate one vote.
Once you play it, I mean, like it's great.
Yeah. All right. So
all the games on the list we had before were great, but like we just really have to cut something.
Well, if Raven gets a vote and you get a vote, there you go. So Thunder Hoop over Warrior Blade. That's probably the most controversial decision of the night here. Getting rid of Warrior Blade for Thunder Hoop 2.
I don't think you can do elevator action or
no,
rest.
Can't. You can't. Yeah. Well,
Combat Tribes.
You can't. I would fight for Combat Tribes. I agree.
Beat-em-ups on the system.
I agree. Yeah. So you might out of this list. You might be right. You might have to get rid of Warrior Blade.
There's a lot of reasons I love Warrior Blade. The way they emulated it. They kept it with the dual screen. But sorry. There you go.
There you go.
Wow. You think we need to change the order at all? You think this has got it?
Let's see. Mayhem, definitely number 1. Alien Storm. I think first 5 or first 6. Actually 6. Though I might put Combat Tribes up 1 or 2, but at that point it doesn't matter. This list looks good.
Matter. It's made it looks
good.
The bubble.
Yeah, it's good.
So
you talk about a murderer's row here of 10 on sale games for the iiRcade in the action category, as comprised by Papa Brad and kevgret. This is our stamp of approval, chat, and it looks like a damn good list.
iiRcadians approved for sure. Papa Brad approved. Every one of these games on this list has a review on my channel because it's been worthy of that.
Yeah.
If you're on the fence, go watch some reviews on my channel. The games I get into depth with each game.
Yeah, and this is without a doubt. There are some AAA titles here, no doubt. You know, and this is just from a quick look. I'm sure if we go back again, Brad, we would fight for another 10 of these. That's how many games the iiRcade has just in the action category. So
the action category is a huge category. So
yeah, all right, chat. What do you think? There's our 10. We just wanted to come on and give some opinions on the sale. We appreciate the people that wrote up and dropped the comment. Lock it and play some games.
The force be with you.
All right, everybody.
Always.
Papa
Peace.
is out. Kevin.